Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 184. Altimeter 2980.
Heading 184. Altimeter 2980. Park brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. The taxi route will be assigned by ATC. It's going to be a left seat takeoff using rated thrust. Planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Okay, so above 80 knots, I'm only going to reject for a fire, an engine failure, loss of control, or wind shear. The crew member that notices the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the throttles, disengage the auto throttle, observe or apply maximum braking, raise the speed brakes, apply the maximum amount of reverse thrust consistent with the conditions, and will bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, stow the speed brakes, set the parking brake, and advise the captain. This is the captain speaking, remain seated, remain seated. I will then perform any necessary memory items or checklist as appropriate. If an evacuation is required, I will initiate the evacuation checklist. In the event of an engine failure after V1, we're going to continue the takeoff, rotate at VR, call positive rate, gear up and cancel the master caution. Then there will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 I will call for the roll mode and then call confirm the failure. If required, we will perform any necessary memory items. We're going to climb at V2 to V2 plus 20 up to 1000 above the airport or the acceleration altitude, whichever is higher. We're going to retract the flaps on schedule when the flaps have been retracted. And at or above the flaps up maneuver speed, I'm going to call for level change. If VNAV is not engaged, we'll set max continuous thrust and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We're over our maximum landing weight, so if we can, we're going to hold and burn up some fuel, subject to air traffic control wherever they want us to go, and then we'll return. The departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all the published speeds and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required today. LNAV and VNAV are armed. Flight directors are on. Mine is the master. Yours is the slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed, and they are with us. The weather, as you can see outside, is going to pose a threat, so we're not going to rush any procedures today, and we'll both confirm any decisions reference the weather before we proceed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Excellent. The departure brief is complete.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Would you like the APU on?
Okay.
Starting the APU.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
We got a door light here.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. This is the lead flight attendant speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for port safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, lighted information signs, and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the exit nearest
Cockpit to
you
ground.
with the nearest
Go ahead, flight deck.
CB
We will be
light.
ready shortly. Roger.
In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open and oxygen mask will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask toward you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with the mask. Place the elastic band around your head and tighten by pulling on the end. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your seat bottom cushion may be used as a flotation device. Pull up and remove the cushion. Upon exiting the aircraft, place your arms around the cushion and hold on to the straps located
Request
on the
push
back.
back and start
This is a
clearance when you get a sec.
non-smoking flight.
Ground,
Smoking is not
American,
permitted in the cabin or laboratory.
1-4-5.
Cabin
Requesting
lights will now be
pushback and
turned
start
off. Reading
clearance.
light buttons are located above your seat. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, cleared to push and start. American, 1-1-4-5.
Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. We would like to extend our welcome on board to you today. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Cabin crew, arm slides, and cross check.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead, flight deck. We are ready for pushback and engine start. Roger. Release the parking brakes, please. Parking brakes released. Pushing back.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist.
You are clear
Flight deck
behind,
door
and you
closed
can start your
locked.
engines at
MCP.
your discretion.
V2-154, heading 144, altitude, flight level 370.
Takeoff speeds.
V1 144, VR 146, V2 154,
CDU pre-flight.
completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0,
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
completed.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Start sequence will be 2 then 1.
Check.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please. Parking brakes set. Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear. We will see you on the left side with the pin.
Thanks, and you can disconnect and go.
Start engine 2.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure. Starter kit out. Number 2 stable.
Start engine 1.
Starting engine 1. Oil pressure. Starter kit out. Number 1 stable.
Flaps 5. Flight control check complete. B4 taxi checklist.
Stand by.
B4 taxi checklist.
4 taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches continuous. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle T10.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. 4 taxi checklist complete.
Request taxi clearance.
Ground. Good morning. American 1145. Ready to taxi. Cleared to taxi. American 1145.
Clear left.
Clear right.
takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
5.0 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete. Light deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Request takeoff clearance.
Tower, American 1145, ready for departure. Cleared for departure. American 1145.
Before takeoff procedure.
Okay, cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the approach.
Takeoff.
Cabin is still not secure.
Takeoff.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up. 400 feet.
Command A.
Autopilot on.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1 set.
Flaps up.
Speed checked. Flaps up set.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up, no lines. After takeoff checklist completed. $10,000. Happy to release the cabin?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.